If you are having one of those moments where you are just feeling completely overwhelmed, you feel like there's just so much, whether it's frustration or anger or sadness or just general kind of negativity, but you're feeling overwhelmed, this is a great exercise that can help you reframe your situation so that you can take that step back. By gaining perspective, it will really help you calm down so that you can move forward with reason. And a big part of that is because our brains are truly wired for survival. So we are built to look for the threats, to focus on the negative. And when we're really in the thick of it, it's really hard to then get out to gain that perspective. And our brains truly cannot reason when we're overwhelmed like that. So by reframing the situation, we can amplify our progress and we can focus on that versus just focusing on whatever it might be that is creating the overwhelmed feeling. Just for an example, by reframing our phrasing, just small changes, we can totally impact our thoughts and therefore our actions and how we move forward. So by saying like, I can't do this, I can't do that, we're then not going to do anything, right? Our thought is, I'm not going to be able to do it, therefore I'm not going to do anything. By changing the phrasing from I can't do this to just simply changing it to I can do this by, and then fill in the blank, it's going to create positive action. And that might be a really small baby step of whatever that fill in the blank part is, but it will help. We can do the same thing though when we are feeling overwhelmed, like the complete overwhelmed feeling. So in the moment, these times can feel so overwhelming that it is just too much to handle. When our brain is in panic mode, we can't gain perspective. We just can't. So to help with that, we're going to do an activity called the perspective scale. So for this, you just need to grab a piece of paper. It can be a scrap piece of paper. It doesn't have to be very big, and just something to write with. So you can either pause me, or if you have something right nearby that you can grab, you will need that. But this is, again, really great to help you put the current situation in perspective so that you can move forward appropriately. All right. So with the piece of paper, all you're going to do is draw a simple line and then do 0 to 10. And as you're doing that, on the 0 side, I know it's kind of small, but you're going to write tolerable. At 10, you're going to write devastating. Okay, so 0 to 10. Now what I'm going to have you do, and again, at any point, if I'm talking faster than you're ready, just pause me. But I want you to actively practice this now as we do it together. I want you to think about what is your 10. Every person's 10 is going to be different. So it's really important that you personalize that one. Think about what would truly be a 10 for you. What would be devastating? For me, it would be if something really horrible happened to one or both of my kids. That would be a 10 for me. You don't have to write it down, but just think about it. And again, if you need another minute or so to find your 10, just pause me and give yourself that time to reflect. If you know your 10, then you're ready to move forward. And what you're going to do now is think about the current situation that feels big, that feels overwhelming, that feels like you can't get out of it. And I want you to find where on this scale does your current situation go. Now that you've thought about your 10, where's your current situation? It's anywhere, between 0 and 5. You can breathe. You can gain that clarity to think, okay, how do I move forward with this? It's not devastating. It might be really frustrating. It might stir a lot of emotions, but it's not devastating. It is something that you can handle. So think through, okay, what is that just next step I can take to help with this situation? Just the one step that you could do today. Now, if what your current situation is falling closer to 10, 8, 9, 10, even 7, this is when we're going to probably need some additional resources. Because if your current situation is close to or considered to be devastating, you're going to need some help. And if you don't know who in your world can help you with this situation and you need some resources so that you don't feel so stuck, please reach out. We will provide you with resources, with other people that you can speak to help you get out of the situation. Because what's most important for you to know is that you are not alone and you can get through this. I'm not saying it's going to be easy always, but you can get through it. So the perspective scale is always going to help you figure out what is worth your energy, what is not worth your energy, help you gain perspective on your current situation so that you can move forward with calm, with clarity, and the help that you might need. But again, please know you can do this and you are not alone.